Hello and welcome back to Registering Internationally. Today, we talk about registering musical works with collective management organizations in the US as sub-publishers. We covered the original publisher case last week. Users of our software are largely European publishers who are registering directly with societies in the US. It's mumbo-jumbo-self-sub-publishing, as we call it. Still, they need two additional publishing entities, one for ASCAP, one for BMI. Well, not immediately, but let me explain. Let's say we have a writer, an original publisher from the UK and a sub-publisher in the US. Writer is with PRS, original publisher, PRS, sub-pub, BMI. All is well. But what if the writer is in BUMA? Nothing changes for publishers, all is well. Well, we'll talk about what happens in the Netherlands in another video. But, for the US, it is still the sub-pub with BMI. What if the writer is with BMI? Same thing. But, if the writer is with ASCAP, well now the fun starts, the sub-publisher must also be with ASCAP. So, if you are a UK publisher who wants to register directly in the US, well, mumbo-jumbo-self-sub-publishing directly, and initially you chose to go with BMI, at this point you need a second entity with ASCAP. If you tried to register it with BMI sub-pub, ASCAP would accept registration for the writer, but BMI would reject it. Writer would be fine, you would not. You absolutely need the ASCAP entity in this case. It gets even trickier when a writer is affiliated with a European society and with a US PRO at the same time, but I will not go into it today. Let me just say that users of our software deal with these situations successfully. But, what about a case when one writer is in ASCAP, the other in BMI? In theory, half should go to ASCAP, and half to BMI, right? But, when you try to register that way, CWR 2.1 processing with both ASCAP and BMI misbehaves. The problem is that they merge publisher chains, marked now, because the original publisher is the same. But, sub-publishers for the US are different, and they should not be merging them. And then they process it in different, incompatible ways. Please note that everything works fine if original publishers are in these PROs, and sub-publisher is in the UK. Or anywhere else. I am telling you this because registering internationally is tricky, each society is slightly different. And they keep changing their processes, usually improving, but sometimes introducing new bugs. And we, as software vendor, must keep up. Let me tell you about our software solution for music publishers, including administrators and sub-publishers. It is very fast, simple to use, and quite affordable. You can register works internationally, using common works registration files. The same file can be used in all societies worldwide in almost all cases. Exceptions are mostly due to bugs societies have in their CWR processing. In such cases, we report the issue and implement a temporary workaround. Then, once they fix things, we go back to normal. This was the second video covering the US in our Registering Internationally series. Here is the first one, and below is the whole series. Here is the series about that green thing, the software I mentioned. And below is our Music Publishing 101 series, a good technically oriented introduction, with practical examples. Please share with music publishing professionals. Keep watching.